Let's forgive for a second that the anatomy of these guys is suspect. Let's forgive that this is a dime a dozen group shot with everyone clumped together. Let's forgive the fact that we can't see their eyes on any of them, hence why I coined the term Youngblood's disease. Let's forgive all of that. But now let's get into the coloring. This is ridiculous. I can barely tell where one hero begins and another ends. You look at teams like the Justice League or the Titans, and each hero has a unique look and usually a colorful characteristic that makes them distinct. With this cover, they're all blending together, but then again, it's not like we'll see them as that distinct anyway.
They are a YouTuber who is the one who constantly mocks me, makes fun of me, and apparently they do an impression of me that everyone loves. That everyone has to point out, wow, his impression of you is so accurate. And he's the one who popularized people calling me the Lightbringer, based off of my crappy old webcomic. So screw him.
Who are bugged by it, they nitpick it. And you know, a couple weeks ago, I put up all the pictures of things in pop culture or things in reality that have pouches. SWAT units. Guys in the military field have pouches. Isn't that funny? They have pouches. I guess when my military guys have pouches, it's not such a big leap, but it's easy. And you know what I love? I love when people, in the last 5 years, it's happened a lot, they bring me pouches to sign. Brand spanking new pouches, and I sign them or I draw on them. That's cool. You know what? I made a niche for myself. You identify that with me. Something. You know how many artists would love to be identified, period?
I said, son, your dad was the best-selling artist of all time and one of the most favorite artists ever until one day I woke up and I was the worst comic book artist ever. It happened overnight. Now, taking it away from my son, I am a Kobe Bryant fan my whole life. You can do with that what you want. The reason I'm telling you is because comics are a lot like sports. You have a team, you pick a team, you love that guy, you hate that guy. There's an ESPN documentary on right now, anyone, sports, not sports, watch it. The Celtics, Lakers, it is brilliant filmmaking. It talks about that rivalry, Celtics guys, Lakers guys. But because I'm a Kobe Bryant lover, I hate LeBron James. If he comes on, I hate him. I want his face to melt off. I may have said out loud, if he died on the court, I would cheer. That's not a nice thing to say. I also don't mean it. I don't think I do. But I'm jealous of the coverage and the praise that LeBron has gotten over my guy Kobe. It's just petty and it's small and I recognize it. My kids will tell you I almost had a heart attack when Ray Allen hit the three-pointer that won the Miami Heat their second. I mean, it was only game 6, but then they had it in the bag. And I may or may not have a Ray Allen doll that I put pins in. But it's like sports. And so if somebody else is the favorite, you're not their favorite. And then if you do anything long enough, eventually people resent you. And what I told my son is, son, what you learn today by not being honored for your achievements is that life's not fair. Life goes on, and you're going to be fine. It's not like you can't go and run a track meet or hit a three-pointer tomorrow. They just didn't honor you. Now that's not saying I deserve to be honored. It speaks to when people resent you, they take it out on you in certain ways. And all I've done my entire career, honestly, is work my balls off and succeed. And if people like it, great. If they don't, great. The one thing the good Lord gave me is skin as thick as a rhinoceros. You literally cannot shame me and you cannot insult me. It can't happen. I don't care.
Counting. 6.